Alright, here we go! Let me know how the volume is as we play, because I think this game is loud. Oh yeah, it's loud. Woo! Okay. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Alright. Oh, hi, Stealthy Golem. How are you? Welcome in. You're getting a desk, like a new desk? Fun. Okay. Is volume okay? Is it, like, still loud? Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Look at that mole. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. All right. Noted. Hi, Kyle. How are you? Nice to see you. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Hey, Templar. How are you? He might want to have that looked up by a dermatologist. Right? It was, like, huge right there. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Nice outfit, girly. Hiya, Chief. Whew, am I glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. This game looks interesting. I've watched, like, a few people play it, but not all the way through, and I've always wanted to do it because I'm really good at calling people out on their bullshit and having receipts for it, so I feel like I'd be good. So, we'll see. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Can you yell objection? I wish. How's the ticket situation? Oh, it's all done. It's paid. We're fine. We figured out the ticket situation. But god fucking damn it, that was so frustrating. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Was his name Butts? Did I see that correctly? My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Girl is dead. Done. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. At least his first name is in Seymour, yeah. Disc scratch. Brr! Yeah, this is me. You might be wondering how I got into this. Well, on the DS, you could yell objection. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, as I'm just suddenly like, objection! August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp, ham shaking, mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name is. Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait, uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Physics, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Alright. Put on his face, he looks calm and ready. Yeah. Okay. So, the victim in this case is Cindy. Cindy Stone. Okay. Oh my god, it's DJ Beats! What up? How are you? The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... Let's check the court record. Blunt trauma. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. A statue in the shape of the Thinker, it's rather heavy. Added to the court report. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Alright, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. I can see its ambulance chaser commercials now. Hurt in an accident? You can't go wrong with Phoenix Wright! Objection! Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together, and we were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She was just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? I need to take a bite of this. I didn't realize I was gonna be talking so much, and I should have eaten my breakfast first. She was seeing other men! She had returned overseas before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Get your bag, girl. Get your bag. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Ew, goodbye. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Oh. Yeah, and when I met her, oops, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? No!
Babic just subscribed. Oshi, I want to play this game so I can't watch for spoilers. Hope you enjoy.
Thanks, Babo! Have a great day! Oh. Yeah, I want to lower that volume a little bit, and then sound effects. Yeah, we might go down a little bit. Okay. Alright, gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Well, if he went... I know, I'll send him a signal. He's not gonna get it. Tell the truth! Yeah, I was there. I went. Oh, jeez. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, it's the mole guy! Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscription, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Well, didn't he say that she wasn't, well, whatever. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Like payphones exist anymore, right? Objection! Payphones don't exist! Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay, electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. The Fifth Amendment does exist, though, so why did Larry testify at all? Because he's dumb. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. Ooh, the music just got so, like, intense. You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then what? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay, so I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay, well, he said this happened around 2 p.m., so I can already say that that's probably not right, because this says her death is around 4 to 5. So if he saw her at 2, that's not correct. Left the door behind him. Looked inside the apartment. Saw her lying there, not moving. Found myself unable to go inside. Call the police. Right. Alright. There's the objection.
Objection!
Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Sweaty guy. Oh, that! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sweat, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. That's right. Oh, now he remembers. Yeah. Uh-huh. When he found the body, he heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. It was 3 hours off. The victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. What an excuse. I see. You heard it saying it on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. So that can't be right either because there was no electricity to the building, you liar! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. I find it quite puzzling. Wait, I remember now. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. What gave it away? The constant moving or the sweating? My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Swit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. The witness is a demon! Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Okay. This guy's full of stories. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. But the murder weapon was the finger. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Here I come with those receipts again.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Swit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. What the fuck? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. This is a sham. All a bunch of liars and cheaters. Do you have any problems with your testimony now? Yeah, can we move the neck? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was the clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Swit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, where was Toupee off? Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Toupee attack, it's not very effective. Your Honor, a moment, please.
Oh my god!
There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Suet heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock in, now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Watch, the batteries are dead. Beep. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Heck! Oh, it's 3 hours off! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Suet heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Suet, try to talk your way out of this one. He's losing it. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Woo! Woo! Excuse me. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Oh, hold on. I gotta go grab a tissue after that sneeze. Ah. Sneeze was heavy. Sorry, guys. Alright, back. Alright, damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Suet. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Suet. Here comes Mia! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I mean, yeah, we could say time zones. Maybe she... Well, if she was in Paris, that wouldn't make it 3 hours slow. Oh, were they in Japan? I guess, yeah. France can't be only 3 hours behind Japan. Batteries. They're considered to be in California. Okay. I don't know. What could be a reason besides, like, batteries? I'm just gonna say yes and we're gonna wing it. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words, let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Hi, Commodore Zed, good morning. Gee, I don't know. Like, I wonder if her passport has something to do with it, saying about the day she came home. Did the clock say what day it was when we moved the head? I don't know now. Okay, well, we have an ad break coming up, so why don't we do a quick BRB, and then, it only said the time. Okay, and then we'll come back and we'll try to think this one through and get the guy. All right, we'll be back. We're back. So, okay, Celine, good point. I saw that you said it doesn't say AM or PM. I can't remember if it said AM or PM, and now I feel like I need to pay attention more to these small details. But we're gonna present it. Excuse me, this proves your claim how? I can't see that evidence what that evidence has to do with the clock. That wasn't it. Okay. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Hey, Yak fans, how are you? The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Okay, also, is it me, or is this, like... when I, like, hit the button, the noises, like, come up slow. So hold on one second. Let me fix this here. I just feel like there's, like, a weird delay. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sweat, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Well, thank you, Yak Bands, but get some sleep if you have to. Hey, Asmo, good morning! This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. I'm a ginger, there's no soul to feel. And with that, this court is adjourned. Hey, we did it. It turns out that Frank Sweat was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sweat let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sweat grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Hello, my friend.
Bronca! Oh my goodness! Hi, everybody!
Yes. That's
What
it.
is that
That's
face?
perfect.
Oh no!
The game double checking with me.
Oh jeez.
We're gonna be the most charismatic character in the Fallout universe, alright? This is what we're going to be.
So beautiful,
this
so
woman came
pretty.
to you a bar.
Yeah, that's a specimen,
yes,
that's
for
for
sure.
sure.
Going to look a lot like your dad.
Oh, Dad. Oh my God. Just like your daddy.
It's a big world out there,
Yikes.
of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to
Oh, that's wonderful. That's so wonderful. You're gonna look just like your daddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bronca, thank you so much. How are you? How was your stream today? You were playing Cyberpunk earlier, right? How was that? I catch Bronca on the days that I work from home when she plays Oblivion, so I get to like chill out and listen to some nice Oblivion streams every once in a while. For those of you coming in, thank you so much. My name is Lady Gamega, aka LGG. I am a variety streamer. I do mostly retro games, and today we are doing a first playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We actually just finished the very first case and we won, so I was very proud of myself. We had the receipts, we did the objections, it was very good. And so we're moving on now, so it's very exciting. I'm doing very well, Bronca. Thank you so much. Doge, how are you? Welcome in. So, Bronca, if you have to go take care of your stuff, no problem. Go relax, go get food or something. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy hanging out. All right, so August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she is this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Yes, his name is Larry Butts. Bye, Bronca, thank you. Have a good one. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. This guy's so dramatic. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone. Gone forever. Larry, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. It's Larry, Mia. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. This is very strange. What's happening here? Hardly Morgan, nice to see you. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. I think you are one, sorry. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Jesus Christ. That she still had the statue? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending upon how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yes, I guess so. How about that dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? She hitting on us? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Bum, bum, bum! Oh boy. What is this one? A brand new episode has been added. Great. Bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers! I could really go for a good burger. Borgor. We'll hit the usual joint. It's a deal. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh, somebody recorded their conversation! Gasp. September 5th, Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho-ho, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Oh, dang. Well, see you later, Mia. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. When Maya shows up to take the papers. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Just had an idea. A Better Call Saul game in the Phoenix Wright style, that would be pretty fun. Quick, somebody make that game. That smell, blood. Sob. Sis! Someone's there! Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Would she faint? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief! It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon, again. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen out from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what this girl was doing here. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark. And sis! So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Now I've done it. I'd better hurry up and call the police. Hey, how are you? Brigadier Vulcan. This game would benefit so much from less noises to represent dialogue and just having actual dialogue. That's true. Fire broadside! Objection! Yes. We just finished the first court case. So right now we're just like gathering evidence from what just happened. So we'll get back to court so we can yell objection shortly. Okay, I need to... about the thinker. The thinker, that was... Oh, sis! Cries. This was lying next to the chief. I know, I saw it there too. I thought they might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. Okay. The Fang Po ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. That theme when you have someone on the ropes is a banger. Yeah, the music is really good when finally, like, shit really gets going. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Well, you're You're a lawyer, of course it does. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Alright, let's call the police. Hey, Sean, how are you? The vote was rigged. A few on the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me! She's holding a phone in her hand! Well, now we're gonna get the police called on us. Wee-woo! The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh god, what a name. What an odd name! There you go. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder, see? It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have, nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? His name is Detective. Hey, Pyro Ninja, how are you? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. A private dick was a detective. A gumshoe was a detective. Oh, got it. Okay. So he really is detective. That's funny. September 6th, 9:07, detention center visitors room. Oh, hi, puppies. Hi. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh! It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Not a chance. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Hi, sweetheart. Yes. Did I look at her like that? Hi, baby. That's good, girlie. No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Good girl, sweetheart. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. It's 2 puppies! It's 2 whole puppy babies. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the treat, Redeem. Which we shall do. Oh, you gotta be nice. You gotta be patient, babies. Very good. Very good, baby. Thank you. Snoot. Thank you. Snoot. Thank you. Okay. Can I have paw? Thank you. Other paw? Thank you. Paw. Other paw. Very good. Very good. Okay, I need to grab one more. Oh, baby. Okay, lay down. Sit up. Very good. Kiss. Kiss. No, kiss. Thank you. Very good. Oh, you got a baby Cocker Spaniel? It's okay. It'll take time, but they'll get there. Right, little Beansy? My perfect little boy. My perfect little boy. This is Beans. And the Border Collie was Zara. And they're my perfect babies. My perfect little babies. Move this back here. Ugh. Hi, Beansy. Yeah, Beans E-Boy. Otherwise known as Beansy Boy. Okay. You a good little puppy? Beans, do you remember when I could hold you with one hand? Ugh. With one hand? And now you're just this big boy? You're just this big boy. Can I kiss? Kiss? Thank you. All right. Very good. Hey, Zara. Good girly. Good girly. And then the Border Collie is Zara. This girly. You're a good girl. She's like, no, Mom. I don't want to do that. Trust me, they were menaces their first 2 years. Just takes time. But now they're nicely trained and they're good babies. Pain in my fucking ass. Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay. Alright, he's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. That's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. It's doing that again. Why does it do that whenever I switch the screen? It, like, gets behind. There we go. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. Wait, what? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit, then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. See, and now this, I thought that somebody bugged their phone, which maybe they did, but also she recorded the conversation? Which, like, why would she? I just remembered that detective took my cell phone, sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you for a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? That's a lot of ... dots. I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. Your trial's tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Tell me about the day of the murder. I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. Oh, wait, I did this already. Why is it still open? Or did I not do this? Well, whatever. She arrived at around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Haha, get it? Stuffed nose, sneeze. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Okay. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd be better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Cordeline stricta. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Where the lady called on us. An old movie poster. Hey, Mudveins, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. The only thing that's missing is Mia. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Mudveins, you did the 24-hour stream just recently, right? How did that go? About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Okay. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why would you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Ah, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I'd better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Okay, should I just go back? Well, he's still not here, so I don't know what to do here. That's not where I wanted to go. It went well, and I had an amazing time. That's awesome! Glad to hear about it. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Tell me about this man who, yeah. Tell me about this traumatic memory. Case was solved, we thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh shit. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name, my sister told me. White? Smile for the camera. Scarred monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. I was wondering, do you know anything about this? That statue? That's the murder weapon. He thinks the clock is just a statue, too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. There was broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand. Okay. thanks for this. Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto. I don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. It makes me as death seem so routine. Oh, the cell phone, right. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him what I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in my memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Okay, I want to take a quick break. Yeah, meow. I want to take a quick break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and do a little stretch, and then we'll be back, and we'll talk to this interesting lady. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. Time to talk to this lady. Yes, the Holly clip. Gotta have one pop in every once in a while. Remember my sweet baby. My chunky girl. Okay. Ooh, this game is a lot. And you gotta keep talking on stream. Okay. The hell is this? A screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. These flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Those don't look like roses to you, bro? A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know what that thing happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. I hate, like, that she's, like, talking like this. Like, you're gonna have to talk to me tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. No, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go looking for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Okay. Okay, well, we got the, Jesus. This happens every time I come back from a break. I don't know why. And it's only happened so far with just the PS5, not with, anything else. Okay. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. So that's it, huh? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What did you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Ah, cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not, huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Alright, well I gotta go back and tell her that he won't represent her. Hiya. Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well... Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. That's not true. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m., time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, we're gonna defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit, someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. Are you just gonna start every sentence with objection? Phoenix can't promise that he won't abandon her. What if he does? See, in my head, I was like, ooh, I've learned to not ever tell people that you won't abandon them, because, like, if something goes wrong and you need to make a decision for your own mental health and you have to leave, like, then what? So you never make that promise, ever. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. I made a similar-ish promise to a workmate's kids, told them I'd be around in some capacity. Changed jobs and they were pretty upset about it. Then the parent I worked with cut me off. Whoa, Jesus! God forbid you take a new job for yourself? Oh, good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service. Look at those cookies. I want some of those cookies. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using their, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? I almost forgot. Gah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? Mr. White's the guy that ruined his her mother's life. White. That was his name, my sister told me. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. Yeah, she bad. Okay, we're going to court. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. What's with his, like, foofy neck thing? And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness accounting describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh, smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So are we literally just gonna object to everything? Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Please continue. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. But she also saw me. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah, if I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. I gave you this, I think. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Then who did write it, Smarty Pants? Well, he said that they testified the blood. Okay, so I thought he was gonna say, like, oh, I gave it to you. Hold on. The witness was in her hotel room, not the office. Try pulling the other leg, Mr. Wright. Yeah, and while you're at it, pull mine too, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Objection! I should go to bed. You might have to go to bed. If you do, have a good night, Fire Broadside. Blood on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? It happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of the killer. Order, order. That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. I feel like I looked at the scene before he did. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. He has proof, okay. What kind of tests were these again? What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood in the hemoglobin, blah, blah. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Before she died... alright, is there...
Objection!
Oh, you only get a certain amount of turns. Oh, Celine, why did you write it out? I could have figured it out. Come on.
Objection!
You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? Oh shit, when did we get it? I feel like we got it, like, that day. Hi, Demi! I have screenshots, that's right. I feel like we got it that day. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. So when were you gonna submit that into evidence, pal? Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. You're planning this stuff. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I don't like any of these selections. Yeah, we've got the lawyer in chat. Now we can solve all the issues. Mr. Edwards, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get the verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accept the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Yeah. I don't know why this keeps happening with this specific game, but something's happening constantly where things get delayed and then the sounds come after I've, like, done the selection. I don't know why this keeps happening, but it's like, this doesn't happen on the PS5 with any other game, but this one, it keeps happening. That's what I'm saying. That report should have been disclosed. What the fuck is, like, outside that these dogs are barking at? Nobody. Literally nobody. Oh, there's like somebody that pulled over. And they left and now the dog calms down. Alright. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. I've never heard of that before. Yes, Your Honor. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, see? I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was this mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was 9 at night, I looked out the window. Okay. And then you saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman dodged to one side and ran away. She dodged. Dodge what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. How do you know she was the defendant? She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. Yak meds. Alright. I don't have... Why'd you look at the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... Oh! I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ooh! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Okay, Well, the phone conversation says she'll be in a meeting until 9 o'clock.
Objection!
I did try to think. Jesus Christ. Okay. When I tried to color in my version of G-Man form Half-Life with my existing felt pen collection, it ended up looking like Phoenix's suit. Not quite as intimidating. Yeah, I thought about the glass, but I don't know if...
Objection!
We're running out of objections here. I think the part, it's not about asking a question when you present the evidence, it's to say, like, that they're wrong about something. Dragon's party got crazy, I believe it. Glad it was a good time.
Hold it!
Okay, how did you know it was my client? Well, gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. Hey, Barfcast, how are you? Oh, thank you, Yakmans. Yeah, the shirt really came out amazing. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Okay, so we got somewhere. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That, the clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker. Okay, she's the only one that knows it's a clock. Everybody else has been calling it a statue, and she's the only one that said it's a clock. Does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
Hold it!
A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh,
Objection!
the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. No, she can't. Through 2 buildings? No, Your Honor, I'm not satisfied. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
Objection!
You have proof that she could not? Amateurs, amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Was it hit with the bottom part? So the neck didn't switch. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Oh, it's empty because she took the stuff out. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. The clock might have been empty after she heard it. No, because we have the phone conversation that was recorded saying that she emptied it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can, though. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is...
Take that!
Take a look at this! That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone! This isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep! So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Yeah, the little twitch that happens. Does the defense have any objections? Yes, I do! The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. It was made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, got her. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh shoot, she's going Super Saiyan. Oh, jeez. Jesus Christ, what happened? What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, right, the Mortal Kombat theme song starts. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me! Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Teehee! Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hands. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence. It's the wiretap! Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is, we already did this, the fucking phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Also, what the fuck is happening with this? Hold on. Let me open this up. Did something get delayed here? No, there's no delay. Okay. I don't know why this keeps happening where it gets delayed on the sound effects, and it's really bothering me why this happens. Okay, we're gonna pause this ad break so we can really get to this. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Well, witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair, all of you gang up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Ooh, ah! That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? You thought the stream froze? No. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold? It's iced coffee. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on this current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away! There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, okay. Yeah, we could ask about the glass. What do you have left to cross-examine? Miss April May has admitted to the wiretap, yes. But that bears no relevance to the case at hand, murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. But that means Maya's guilty? Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The defense would like to call the bellboy after all. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. This game is very forgiving. Tisk, tisk, tisk. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi prove to be solid, then by default, your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? Edgeworth. He's got me backed into a corner. But I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Alright, and with that, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we will examine the bellboy witness. So, hey, Giagos, how are you? We'll question the bellboy when we get back from our break. Okay, we're back. Also, I want to do something really fast here. You guys can still hear, the game audio, correct? Okay. I know, it is very good. It's very catchy. I just wanted to make sure that you could still hear it because I was editing some audio mixer stuff. So I just wanted to make sure we were good. So actually, I'm just gonna do this quick and restart it. Okay, great. All right, we're ready for the witness to testify. Giagos, how are you today? He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Did you have to bring the tray with you? The quality isn't as good as on the GBA, but it's serviceable. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Yeah, he literally came right over. I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. What is happening in this photo? I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. You plan to play them all in one go? So this is the trilogy. Is there like another one after this? Or is there like a new game that came out after this? Apollo, okay. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And I, ahem. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. He saw them boobies and then he freaked out. There's also Edgeworth Chronicles. Oh, okay. And then Professor Layton and Phoenix, which is top-notch. So this trilogy is all of Phoenix's trials and tribulations. Got it. Nine on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. Precisely 9 o'clock, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? So if he delivered her the iced coffee at 9 o'clock, how could she see out the window what happened? You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser. Embrasure. Oh, embrasure? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? There's gotta be a way to say, like, if he delivered it to her at 9, how would she have seen it? But I don't know what evidence to bring up to say, like, oh, you know, how could she have seen it? Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? So, we don't have much in the court record that can ask about the time. I feel like I should ask about room service, because that's what he was doing at the time of the murder. Does anybody else have any, like, ideas other than to ask about the room service? I didn't observe the bed when I was in the hotel room, and I probably should have. Maybe he slept with her, and we can ask about that? Like, is the bed making like, oh, did you sleep with her or something? Hey, Lestat, how are you? It's not like a picture of the crime scene necessarily, it's like an outline of the office. They aren't going that deep in a Phoenix Wright game. I mean, her boobs have been out the entire time, so. Alright, I guess we're gonna ask about the room service then. Because her checking in, I guess they could ask why she checked into the hotel, like why was she there? So what do we think? Check-in or room service? I don't know, I'm gonna blow it, I feel like. Tell me about room service again, sir. At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. Okay. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. For two? Who else was there? What did he say? Rather, quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Got him. I object! That was objectionable! Nah. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Oh, barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, he did! Oh! Mr. Edgeworth, sir? You fool! I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. Oof! Your Honor, as been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Got him. As I get, like, DMCA'd on this stream now. That's funny. Once we like get to something in court, that's what's gonna have to play every time. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. It is. Thank you very much, Schnitzel. That's funny. Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Alright, let's see. What's this clip you've come up with? Wait, no! Why did this work? Stop that one. Alright, hold on. The time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Court is adjourned. Clack. Alright. Okay. Oh, the punchline at the end. Got it. Alright, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Oh, the Mortal Kombat theme was at the end. Got it, got it. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony added to the court record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Okay. Well, hello! I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer! I hope you die! Holy shit. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me, then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally white? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Thanks for the lurk. And when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer! Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Hey, guess what? Actually, I, really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Bitch! Oh, that's true. I guess I could have asked her about the wiretap. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Okay, so I didn't check the bed before. Okay. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. Oh. By that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy is serious, I don't believe it! Okay, let's see. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir. Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo, Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? I think you're fucking weird. Oh. I mean, there's really nothing else here, right? Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Hello? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. That's probably Mia and Maya's mom. photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? Yeah, swap it. I think I'll swap them. Okay. Let's go back to the hotel and show him that photo. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Yeah, if he saw Gumshoe, he wouldn't be that excited. Okay, that will probably get her to talk. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Alright. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Who's this guy? Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Aha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof! Show me the proof! I'm so close. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit, it tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was the most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to the murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering. Hey, King of APOC, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Yes, objection! Welcome in. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. I love how it's like red, white, blue, April May. Like, is her middle name May and last name June? Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Oh, we discarded his affidavit? That's stupid. Okay, let's go back to... Where the heck is that loafer? Ahem! Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, well. You were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial! He was there? Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something got passed down through Mia, maybe? It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some information. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? Well, why was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Ah, right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on the wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know what the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Yes, well... I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I, sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. He literally said that he was never gonna sell it, so something's up. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. Mumble. Oh, where'd that picture go? God damn it. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? Give it back at once. I'm sorry to have taken it without your knowledge, but I have to know. Who is this man? He was most likely in April May's room on the night of the murder. What's that you say? Are you quite sure, my boy? What has him so flustered, I wonder? I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. He's fallen silent as a stone, a rather large stone. I guess I should return that photo. Okay. Well, now we'll go to Blue Corp. I'm getting like a headache from my headphones. Oh, there's that painting. Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright Phoenix, right? Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What a douche. I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the worldly challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That's right, there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million for sure. Impressive lineup of trophies, Judges Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judges Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. The word judges and special kind of stand out. A statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beautacious for you to appreciate, correct? I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk. My, this is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? That's fucking weird. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Okay. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear that what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. They sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That bit painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that, sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodyburger? Oh, shit. punched him. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Alright, we'll go back and see what's up with that. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem! Jumping Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Okay. So I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? You see, it's just... that big painting. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years?! All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than sorting code the police gave to the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. I genuinely have no idea. I'm having a brain fart. What was the name of the case number? It was like, oh, DL6, thank you. Misty Faye, that's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. DL6 is so infamous in the Phoenix Wright community? Oh. Okay, we're flipping through pages. Collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. So, mysterious suicides of politicians and policemen after what we know. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White, this is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Okay. I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Okay. Let's save. And I think I'm gonna call it here for today.